Hello again, Patrick here for another review. Um, I had begun watching Downton Abbey in hopes of reviewing that, but I got far behind and couldn't keep up, and I wanted to post a review. So instead, I'm going to review what I did for spring break, and that was my trip to Los Angeles. Now, Los Angeles is, of course, home to the film and television industry in the United States, and seeing as how that is my major, that was the main focus of my trip. I did do other things, and those will be later on in the video, but we're going to start with studio tours. Now, I went to see Paramount, Warner Brothers, and Universal. All studios in the Los Angeles area all make very popular films, and all have tours. Now, Paramount and Warner Brothers are very similar. You get into a group with a tour guide. It's about 15 people to a tour guide, though there are multiple tours going on simultaneously. You rarely interact with the other group, so it's pretty small, it's pretty intimate in that sense, and that's really good. What you should do if you're going on one of these tours is to maybe research ahead of time which of your favorite television shows and movies were shot at this particular studio. And because the tour guides would like to know what you are interested in, because they have practiced this tour many, many times, and they can alter it depending on what you like. I was very interested in learning about Star Trek when I went to Paramount, because that's where they did almost all of the filming for the 5 television shows and 10, 11 movies. So they told me Star Trek stuff. Current shows that are there that I liked were Glee and Community, and they told me about Glee and Community because I said that I was fans of them. So if you're a fan of a particular thing, try and find out where it's shot, and they can tell you. Like, this particular, stoop was used in 7 of your favorite movies of all time. It's Paramount is in the heart of the city. There's a view of the Hollywood sign from right on the lot. It's very, very cool. Warner Brothers, on the other hand, is up in Burbank on the other side of the big mountain. Warner Brothers is slightly larger than Paramount. They have a lot of more sound stages and a kind of more bigger backlot. They have, in addition to city backlots, they have Midwestern small town backlots and like a residential area too. So that's cool, and they take you on walking portions of that as well as, on carts. They also have prop museums at Warner Brothers, cars and costumes and props and all those things from various TV shows in the Warner Brothers history. Some they let you take pictures of, others they don't, so don't be disappointed when you can't take pictures of all of Harry Potter's costumes in that museum. You can take pictures of the cars, so take all of those pictures you want. Then, in my particular tour at Warner Brothers, we actually got to go onto a soundstage, but we couldn't take pictures there either. And it was the soundstage for the sitcom Two Broke Girls, and you got to see that was laid out, and they explained to you the various ways a sitcom is shot in case you don't know already, and things like that, and that's a very educational experience. And then last is Universal. I went there on a Friday during the beginning of spring, so it was packed, and that corresponded to my sort of disappointment in Universal overall. But most of my disappointment with Universal stems from the fact that Universal Studios is a theme park, and even the tour of the sound stages and the backlot is treated as a theme park ride. It's for someone like me who is interested in seeing film-related things and getting that film education like I had gotten at the previous 2 studios. I was very disappointed. They spent less time telling us about all the various things that were shot there, more time with spectacle, like, oh, the shark's gonna pop out of the water and spray you, or oh, the tram is shaking because it go into this 3D tunnel and all of that stuff. If that's what you're into, go to Universal. There's a lot of that stuff. But I mean, if you're going there for a very film-heavy tour, you're not gonna get that. And the tram, it's not an intimate thing. They pack 100+ people onto a tram. They got a tour guide on a video board in front of you, and and the tour guide's attitude is very showman-y. It's like, ooh, I don't know what's gonna happen, even though he's probably taken the tour 5,000 times in his job history. It just that kind of turned me off to Universal. Of course, I went on some other rides and other cool things, but I mean, it's a theme park, and I knew that going in, but it was even more of a theme park than I thought it was gonna be, and so I was disappointed with Universal. I liked Paramount and Warner Brothers much better. Someone different could have a different opinion on it. Other touristy things I did, I went to Hollywood Boulevard. It's full of a lot of crazy cool stuff. We have Madame Tussauds, the Wax Museum. Go there, that's fun to look at. It's fun to see how short a lot of celebrities actually are in real life, because all of those are height accurate. Humphrey Bogart's surprisingly short. And let's see, the Kodak Theater, where they have the Oscars, is right next door to that, and the Grauman's Chinese Theater, where the footprints are, and the Hollywood Walk of Fame is that street. I walked the entire thing, saw all the famous people I was fans of, and got pictures of that. Just word of warning: don't take anything someone's giving out. There are people handing out flyers and like demo CDs, and Greenpeace was hanging around. I got cornered by a guy from Greenpeace and had to listen to his spiel, and then there are celebrity lookalikes and people in costume that are, begging you for money to take pictures of them. I mean, that's a very touristy location. So it's fine. I still had a great time there, but just go into it knowing that a lot of other tourists will be there too. If you can get tickets to be in the audience of a television show taping, I think take advantage of that, but be careful. You should probably get those tickets very far in advance of once you know when you're going to be there, because I got tickets I saw a taping of The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, and he's not as popular as some of the other people, so it was a lot easier to get tickets to him, even though I enjoyed it very much. I would have liked to have gotten a ticket to see Conan O'Brien, but he was sold out way in advance. Others I know were sell out very far in advance. I also had a ticket to see The Price is Right, but I didn't get in because they overbook by like 3 times the capacity of the theater, and then some people have priority, other people don't. Be very aware of the rules and regulations they have about tickets and admission to all of these places, so you don't not get in and be disappointed. So overall, I very much enjoyed the Los Angeles experience. It's a great city to live in and see, and you can see famous people randomly anywhere. Los Angeles gets a thumbs up from me, and I hope this review is helpful if you're thinking about going to Los Angeles anytime soon. So thank you.